Where were there balls in the podcast?
There was balls last podcast.
Chris Pratt's balls.
Yeah, and putting velociraptors in them.
Yeah, who cares? That was funny. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with Chris Pratt's
That's
balls?
misinformation.
You can hit play, you can minimize the tab, and keep going about your daily life.
Yep, we'll let you.
We'll let you know when it's over, because we'll stop talking. It'll just stop. All right, that was a good joke, guys.
Okay, anyone who's still here,
Okay,
this is where it starts.
We just
right.
weeded out
Okay.
the
scrubs.
The scrubs.
what's a scrub?
What's a scrub?
What's a scrub?
Hold on, here we go.
All right.
Urban Dictionary.
Scrub? Are you dictionarying scrub?
Dictionary.
I thought you were just typing in dick in Urban Dictionary.
Scrub.
Dick.
All right, here we go.
Some dirty meaning behind.
Here we
that.
go. Scrub. A scrub is a guy that thinks he's all fly and is also known as a buster. Always talking about what he wants and just sits on his broke butt.
Oh my god.
A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me.
Yes.
Hanging out on the passenger side of his best friend's ride trying to holla at me.
I feel like whoever wrote this has a personal has a personal problem with a scrub.
Anyway.
So now that you guys know what a scrub is, we can get into the
cast.
Okay, so we're talking about HD remakes.
Yesterday I went to the mall and I bought Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin, which is the PS4 HD remaster of Dark Souls 2. It includes all the DLC and has actually they added bonus content for this version. There's stuff in the original game that was non-existent. They tweaked enemy placement, and they actually tried to make the game feel more difficult, like more akin to the first Dark Souls, because a lot of people said the second one was a lot easier. It was a lot easier than the first one, aside from a few
like that might be a little bit late.
nonsense bosses that they threw in the second one.
How was that?
Huh?
How was that?
What?
You going to buy it?
How was it me going to buy it?
Yeah, how was it?
It was just fine, man. I strolled in.
I can't remember the last time I wasted $60.
Strolled in. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Shots fired. Anyway. So
I'm
I was
joking.
Thinking about that game, like that to me makes sense. So something like that makes sense where it's like new system, is out.
We're gonna remake an old game.
We're going to We're gonna remaster the game with all the DLC, but actually add new stuff, like make it different from the original iteration. That makes sense to me.
Okay. I have a different opinion on that for some games because Duffy.
For some games, yes. I'm saying in the sense of. In Dark Souls 2, I felt like it made sense. But honestly, personally, I would have liked to see in a collection.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying when they change the game, then it could be for the worst because some people get it for. I'm not saying for PS3 games, but for that specific Nintendo 64 game.
Or
there was HD.
For example,
there was an HD remake of it, and they actually changed the game mechanics.
No. We'll give an example.
Okay, yeah, no, they didn't.
That's a terrible.
Have you ever played Cell Damage?
No.
Cell Damage was on the original Xbox and on another system I can't remember.
GameCube? No.
GameCube?
No.
I don't know. Whatever. I played it on the original Xbox. I absolutely loved it. It was a integral part of my childhood video gaming experience. So they have it for re-release where you can buy it on PS4.
Right.
We had a friend who bought it and said that it was completely changed.
Yeah.
Not even the same thing. And then he looked it up and said that different developers bought the game and then redid it.
But when people see those games, they buy it for nostalgia and they want to play the same game that they played when they were a kid.
That's because that game was older. Obviously, you said it was from your childhood and stuff. So a game
Right.
like that, that's weird.
But completely
to do.
changing the game is
some
kind of strange.
like Dark Souls 2 came out. Not last year or 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago.
Dark Souls 2?
Yeah, I got.
All right, well, I don't know what you just did, but anyway. Okay, so this isn't like an old game. Like
no, I know.
Literally,
I'm just saying.
It's one of those things where you notice how a lot of games that were put out towards the end of the last console cycle are getting the HD remakes.
Yeah.
Like The Last of Us got one, GTA got one.
Specifically, The Last of Us got one because it was like the best-selling game.
But also it came out literally right at the end of the PS3's lifespan.
Yeah, I think they may have did that on purpose. Because they're like,
I think it was. Honestly, I think the PS4 was somewhat of a surprise to
like
developers.
in the sense that the people, because we know that a lot of people migrated to PS4.
And
like,
bought The Last of Us.
Exactly, because they didn't
on
have a
3
PS3
and 4.
Well, no, a lot of people didn't have a PS3 that bought a PS4.
No, I know, but
Yeah, okay. It was like an
so-
in-between thing, and they
yeah.
didn't want to get Last of Us for the last generation. They're
Yeah.
just going to get it for.
But
for
I was
PS4.
saying, like, you get people who buy it on PS3 and then want the HD remake on 4, so you get
You could get
purchase it from one guy, so they just get more revenue.
Yeah, but I feel like The Last of Us.
I don't think it was put out in the end on purpose, because I feel like Naughty Dog they go from one game to the
obviously
next.
they
So
took
I think
their
it was
time
kind of
with the game.
it's kind of a surprise when developers are like, hey, here's the PS4, here's the technology, and they're like, oh crap. I don't think they were like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in a sense like that, it makes sense because I know from marketing marketing statistics and everything, a lot of people who played Xbox 360 went over to PS4. Like a lot of them stayed with Xbox One because of branding and everything, but a lot of people did migrate over to PS4 because of initially, when the E3 announcements and everything, when the consoles were released, PS4 had the upper hand, so a lot of people moved over.
I bought a PS4 because of the
lower selling point,
because it's
higher
better.
processing power, exclusives, all that stuff. So a lot of those people didn't even own a PS3, so they never played The Last of Us. So it made sense to redo that game.
Yeah.
Also,
I bought it.
Also, it is one of
That's
the
because it was
best
one of
games
the
ever
best selling
made.
games,
So,
yeah.
so
So
yeah.
of course it's gonna be top on the list
Yeah.
for.
So, but yeah, back to Dark Souls. It'd probably be way too big, but I was hoping for if they did like Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2 HD, like just
the
smash
collection?
them together.
Yeah.
I mean I know that's
Why
probably,
aren't they doing that with God of War? I'm surprised that they're just
I don't
doing
know.
the third one.
I don't know. Maybe it is. It's too big, or I don't
It's
have
too
no idea.
big?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Because I was hoping for that too. That would have been sweet if they made.
Well, because I've never played the other one, so it'd be.
I have not as well, but I do want to play
the
it.
third
really
one
bad.
is very good.
So we're not going to be disappointed either way.
No, it is a very good game. And then I do like when they do things like GTA's remake. Obviously they added so much. They added the first person perspective, and the PC version just has like a slew of things. They have their own. I don't know if you've seen the internet's just full of like movies that people are making because there's like an in-game movie editor.
Oh yeah,
I think
you
more
can
games
make.
should have.
I've seen that. I haven't seen any of the movies, but I saw that they're doing it.
I think more games should have that, and there's like picture modes and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's
And
a thing on the PS4, I believe. I don't know if the Xbox One has this, but you can make your own themes. It's the
Really?
Share Factory, yeah. So you take clips from your game, and you could put it as your background.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Get
That's
out of
cool.
here!
I
That's
didn't know
awesome.
about
And if they have the video mode in the game, then they'll take away all the like your life bar and
Your HUD.
whatnot. So they'll take away the HUD, and you'll be able to make cooler backgrounds.
That's
at least.
cool.
I mean,
That's
it's an
awesome.
interesting function.
We could
And
do
I'm
that
sure
like
you could
right now.
maybe you can even sell them. That'd be interesting. Here's a theme that I made.
And then on the other
Put it
hand
on the
though, like
marketplace.
instead of just like The Last of Us was just literally an HD retexture and they just gave it to us. But then like I said, then you have Dark Souls 2 which got new content. But then you have I know you guys didn't really play it, but they had Oddworld. They rebuilt like literally Oddworld New and Tasty is the first Oddworld game.
I played a little
Abe's
bit.
Odyssey. They literally built the game from the ground up again. Like
the same thing.
yeah,
but-
they built the same game and added new stuff, but from scratch. It wasn't just a reskin or anything, and you could tell, man, they were huge fans of that game. It was
well, they made it.
yeah. No, they didn't. The people who made New and
they
Tasty
remade it?
yeah,
Oh,
they
okay.
were not the original company.
Huh.
So that's I think I always thought that was really cool. That
No,
happened.
Grim Fandango got a HD remake, and I love that game. I played that
Did you
back
get it,
in the
the new one?
day.
Did you
yeah.
get the remake?
Yes, I did, and it's
For a computer or
yeah, no, I didn't get it on PS4. It's really good. I'm waiting to like really get into it because my sister and I were gonna play it together because we played it as kids together. So we're doing that again. But so far, I absolutely love it. I think it's really awesome.
They
Like,
didn't,
I
add,
was so
they didn't like add
stoked.
anything, right? It was just a remaster.
Yep.
Just a
remaster. The big thing I think that they did, at least that my memory recalls, is that the controls are much better.
Yeah, because
this
I
time
remember
around.
telling you the first time I played that game that I hated the controls and I couldn't play it.
Yeah,
'cause
no,
it felt really clunky.
that's
to
probably
me.
the best thing to remake if you're going to do.
Yeah,
Make sure the
yeah.
controls are solid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and they are. They really are solid. But like I said, I'm just waiting.
Did you guys hear? I know they're doing another. Literally, I don't know. It's like the third or fourth time they've done this, where they're doing an HD remake of the first Resident Evil game. You heard
They
about
just
that?
did it. I thought that was.
Is it
already
out?
Yeah, I think it is out.
Is it? I didn't hear anything about it actually coming out. But regardless, that is a game that would benefit so much from just redoing the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, because...
Oh, they redid the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. And that's stupid. Because that game... the first 3 Resident Evil suck dick. Like, they are terrible games. Like, the first Resident Evil... is, I guess, maybe back in its time, it had like the whole shock
the controls
factor.
or something?
The controls are garbage. Right. The combat's garbage. The camera angles are garbage.
So why don't they just make a whole new game?
Yeah,
Bloodborne?
But
I'm kidding.
Wow. Okay. But no, honestly, like the first Resident Evil would have been so like if they remade it in the sense of how Resident Evil 4 was made. Because you guys haven't played that either, have you?
I played demo.
I have played 4 and I hated it.
You're dumb.
No,
Resident Evil 4 is also one of like top 10 games of all time. Absolutely, Resident Evil 4.
I mean, you also like Dark Souls, so
yeah, that is also top 10.
Top 10. Wait, are we talking about like the top 10 worst games that
No.
we've ever played? Because then, yeah, no, I understand. I
You
completely
realize that every
completely understand. So Halo, the Master Chief Collection was an HD remake, and
jumping from
you know how great that was.
Bad games to good games.
Yeah.
We're gonna go from Dark Souls to Halo. Yeah.
Okay, if you're talking
That
about
was
before
quite
HD remakes,
obvious
yeah,
sarcasm.
I would much rather play Halo
there
than Dark
is
Souls.
no arguing that Halo is one of the best-selling franchises of all time. No one
Best
is
selling,
saying that.
Not best.
Yes.
Without a doubt, not best.
Yes, Halo 2,
mean, it's-
greatest game ever made.
But this HD collection is apparently not very.
No,
You
it
are
sucks.
on drugs.
That sucks. No, the original that you played on the... Was that on the 360 or original Xbox?
The original one?
Halo was on Xbox.
Halo
original
2.
Xbox.
Halo 2 was on
Okay.
Xbox.
Original Xbox?
Yeah.
Then yes, that Halo 2 was,
it was
the
on-
greatest
it was on PC,
multiplayer
though.
game ever created.
Well, it was kind of,
Well,
there wasn't anything else.
Your opinion is incorrect.
What was out? What
Right.
was out around the time
I
Halo
played
2?
Dark
Was
Souls.
was Call of Duty and stuff? Call of Duty hadn't gotten popular or anything. Like Halo was like a really big.
Call of Duty was popular at Halo 2 time.
Call of Duty was out, but it wasn't the huge thing it is now.
Right.
you
Like
know?
Halo was ahead of its time for its multiplayer.
The only reason that Halo is anything is because it's the first console shooter that had a big online component.
Right. No,
know?
that's why it was ahead of its time.
Yeah, but Halo 2...
For a console, I
Was
guess.
the best.
But you
Right.
need to remember that PC has had, Counter-Strike and all these other games for years before Halo?
Before
Halo, absolutely. Competitive FPS on PC was huge way before Halo even existed. So
So it kind of opened up.
Well, that's
the
because
market,
PC
though.
gaming
that's
was
the thing,
before
is it took it to
console
console.
gaming.
Yeah.
It took it to console.
PC gaming was before console gaming, though, so like you're obviously...
I know,
you're
but I'm saying that's the only reason that
It was
Halo
like
is
Pong
anything.
before Halo.
Pong was
I
not
went-
before Halo, I think.
Actually, I went to a couple...
I think Pong was Halo 3.
Pong was like 2004, I think.
Ah, okay.
I went to
something
a
like that.
couple Pong tournaments
Yeah.
where like the best Pong players go and they play. That was pretty awesome.
Did you ever see that video where it's like Matrix Pong? Like
No.
not the game Pong, but like like they're playing ping pong and they have like the ping pong ball.
Should
and
they
this
not
really
be
long-
dodging the ping
This
pong?
really long stick. You've never seen this? It's so cool. I'll have to show it to you later.
We'll
maybe
react to that
maybe we'll link
sometime.
it in the description because this
Maybe.
video is really cool. It's like they got these two guys playing ping pong and they'll like stop and they have like the actors in like the black, like they're all blacked out.
Oh, I've seen that.
They like
Yeah,
spin
no, I know
the
what you're
whole
talking
stage
about.
and like pick people up and have them sideways and then
That's
they
cool.
like keep going. And
I
it's
see
just-
what you're talking
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Oh, it
no,
looks
I know
really
what you're
sweet.
talking about. Serious Sam has an HD remake.
That's weird.
Okay, though. Yeah, but I mean, Serious Sam
I never played
came
Serious
out
Sam.
forever ago.
Yeah.
And I played it on the original Xbox, and that was legit. So
You know
playing
what's-
it back on the PC for HD was a bit of a nostalgic trip that I really liked.
You know what they need to HD remake is BioShock, and I will buy that in a second.
Not the first one, Infinite.
No,
right?
Infinite. Yeah,
Infinite.
and its DLC. Because
I
I
don't
haven't
think
played
any
it.
of them-
And
If they redid it for PS4 with the DLC included, I would buy it. Even though I beat it already.
Well, I haven't played it also.
Really?
$60.
Yeah, because I didn't play any of the DLC. I didn't get to. So I would definitely buy it. That game was fantastic. It was very good. No, but what I think is really cool, I know neither of you guys are really into RTSs at all, but Age of Empires 2 had an HD remake last year or 2 years ago. I don't remember, but that game was it's pretty old. Like it's
Didn't you buy it when it was like $1 or something?
the HD remake.
I don't know. One of them went on like sale for like. A
Oh, I
buck on
got
Steam or
2
something.
and 3, the HD collection of 2, and then the 3 collector's edition or whatever for like $10, like together. It was all together.
Steam sale for the win.
Yeah, they're great. But So Age of Empires 2 is an RTS from back in, it was either the late 90s or early 2000s, can't remember, but I played that game a lot when I was a kid, and when they did the HD remake, they added new content, and now, in like literally this year, 2015, they are in the process of making a new expansion for this game that came out way back in the day, but like it's literally
just doing a new game.
No, they're literally making an expansion for not even the third one. They're making an expansion for the second one.
Hey guys, we didn't forget about this game.
No, that makes me so happy because the second one is fantastic. Can you look it up? I don't remember the year. It's
Which one?
Age of Empires 2. I don't remember the year, but it's pretty old.
Hey guys, we're adding new maps to Halo. There's no online.
Like Halo, Halo 1. Like for the Xbox, we're making an expansion for that.
Dude, if they brought back online
they took it away though.
in Xbox on the original Xbox, I would be on that so much. With Halo 2,
they kept Halo going for. There was like 2 people, or there was a small.
Oh yeah, that kept
group
their
of people
Xboxes
that kept
on.
their Xboxes on, to play Halo.
Which is incredible. September 30th, 1999. Age of Empires
1999. So 16 years later,
Yeah.
they're making a new expansion.
Maybe
to this
they've just
game.
been building it for 16 years.
I don't know, but I'm stoked because that game was great. It's one of the. It was like one of the, I guess, best design for its time. It was probably the best designed RTS that existed. It was very good.
Moving on to other games that I think should have an HD remake. You guys don't really play this, but Kingdom Hearts should totally have an HD remake before the third one.
Didn't they do that already like 30 times?
No.
Weren't there like 1,000 spin-off iterations?
No, there are only 2
things?
other ones. Well, I don't care about all those. I don't give a poop. I just want to.
You just want to.
I just want to play the third one. Yeah. Because I played the first, I played the second.
I don't care about any of them.
I
You're
don't
the
care.
one I love.
Apparently, Egan was saying like even the cell phone versions of the game matter to the story. Like they make like 10,000 Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, the story
and all
is
of them matter.
super convoluted.
It's like
and dumb because they
just give me the. There's a Star Wars universe in it, so it's gonna be sweet.
I heard about that. I don't know. I've never cared about the games because I don't like.
They're good.
I don't like the Disney aspects of them. They're really cheesy.
They make
to
it
me.
good.
Wait, do you like Disney movies?
No, not the cartoon ones.
Oh, then there you go.
Like Mickey Mouse and Goofy.
Hey,
and
they
stuff.
had like.
Oh
Pirates of the
no,
Caribbean and stuff.
That's what I'm
not-
talking about.
Okay.
Because that's the stuff that's in the game.
No, I know
It's
that,
Goofy
but
and
like.
Mickey Mouse stuff. I don't like that.
Okay.
I didn't even like it when I was a
cool.
kid. Like I never cared.
No, I follow you
I'm
because
dead
I didn't
inside.
really either. But like,
I'm dead inside.
I'm dead inside as well.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding. But what about animated movies?
Like if they did.
They're doing Pirates. I'm sure they're probably gonna do Pirates again and Star Wars. And it's really cool because I like the game because the themes change as you go through the world. So like when you go to the Pirates, it's like everything's realistic, and then you go into like Toy Story. Or
like
something.
there's such conflicting. Like you have Final Fantasy and then you have Disney. Like it's such a
but
weird.
it's more Disney than Final
Excuse me?
Fantasy.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. The worlds are
I know the
mostly
worlds
Disney.
are, but then
the
you have
characters
the
are
characters
Final
in them, and you're
Fantasy,
like, what are they doing here? I don't
What is
get it.
happening?
But no, because they're like, I mean, they have to have like a main art style.
Did you
Like,
guys
they're-
hear about the confirmed HD remake of Final Fantasy VII? I don't care. Nobody cares. I don't even think that's a real thing. It's just been a rumor thing, and everyone's like, please make it. And I'm like, no, that game sucks. So,
Duke Nukem has an HD remake.
Moving on.
okay. What?
Just saying.
It was one of the best-selling games of all time.
Duke Nukem
Duke Nukem.
Before
Was-
forever.
my idol
Duke Nukem.
when I was
Really?
6.
Really?
No, not at all.
All I wanted to
I don't
do
think
when-
my parents
all I
would let
wanted
me.
to do when I
was-
was 6 was rip off your head and shit down your neck.
What?
That's what he's.
Duke Nukem, yeah.
he's like, I'm here to kick ass and chew gum, but I'm all out of gum. That's like stuff Duke Nukem would say.
Yeah.
That's why. Like, if I was 6, my parents probably wouldn't let me
Yeah, no.
watch.
No, that is not a
Anything
You
thing.
probably
that
shouldn't
has-
play it
Dude,
anyway.
I don't know,
Nukem.
man. I was
terrible.
in GameStop the other day, and I saw this kid come up to the counter with his mom and pre-order Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah. Yeah.
How old?
He was literally 6 or 7 years old. Like he was really short, really skinny,
Wait,
like half developed,
Half-developed?
alien looking.
His arm wasn't.
No,
like,
you know how kids. You know,
he
like
had like a really crooked hand.
you know, like
and it was-
those like kids. They
almost
look
developed.
kind of like dodo birds with glasses. You know,
Dodo
when they're
birds.
when they're little kids,
No.
they're all like, yeah, can I get Mortal Kombat X? And then and I was standing there, and then after they walked away, I looked at the employee and I was like, did his mom really just do that? And he was just like, yeah, I don't know, man. But did she know? And I was like, I told her about it. She He didn't care.
They rip people's heads off and poop
Like-
down their necks in this game.
They
literally-
they really do.
They literally like.
They really do.
Man, literally, there's the one.
Oh, he's 6. He can take it.
Yeah, he could take it.
He's a tough guy.
Like
I beat him.
Just Photoshop some glasses
Dodo bird.
on a dodo bird, and that is every 6-year-old child.
Mom.
Yeah, just picture that. Just picture every 6-year-old child is a dodo bird with glasses.
Dodo birds did not go extinct. They
So,
are 6-year-old children.
That's actually kind of terrible.
Yeah, no, it is. I remember
Like-
I saw. I didn't. Obviously, none of us. Oh wait, no. We all. Never mind. We all got Mortal Kombat X and we reviewed it and checked
Yes.
out our review.
Yes, we did.
But anyway,
Yeah.
no, the one fatality, Ermac, the telekinetic ninja guy, he like picks them up with his telekinesis and goes like this, and their intestines just start trailing out of their
cool.
mouth.
Yeah.
That's
He
incredible.
Just
See, I
tears
said
them out. And I'm like, dude, it's showing this to a 6-year-old.
What if he does that to someone? What if he picks
Yeah, what
them
if he
up with
picks
his
them up
mind and
and
rips
rips-
their intestines out through
like,
their mouth?
it's that mom's fault that this kid is going around
Yeah.
telekinetically ripping everyone apart in his freaking kindergarten. All the other
Kindergarten.
dodo birds
Kindergarten.
are really gonna go extinct now that this kid got Mortal Kombat X.
Hey, that
That's what's gonna
dodo-
happen.
On a like a serious note, there's actually like a study. That,
I am serious.
I know, me too. About this, when like there's a
I
study.
know, me too.
As long
There-
as you know.
There's a study that's like links like
Stupid
little
people
children
to-
and like if they're exposed to violence to be violent,
I think
like-
Hitler played Mortal Kombat X when he
like-
was a kid.
inappropriately violent to
Yeah. No, that's a fact.
when
Yeah,
they're
fact.
older.
That's the
Like I'm not
info.
even kidding. Like there's
Info and
a
InfoCast.
study. There's a study that they say like if kids are
You know what it is?
abused as like small children or exposed to a heavy amount of
Why would
violence,
you even do that?
Well,
Why
what-
would you?
what
then
is-
they
expose
can.
them?
No, I'm just saying.
No, yeah.
Like
It's because you're a stupid parent.
Yeah.
yeah, you're a bad
You're
parent.
a lazy, stupid parent.
Hey, do you hear that woman that was at GameStop? You're
Yeah.
a bad
You're a
parent.
bad mom. Put your kid out in the street because you're a bad parent.
With a
You'd
do-rag
be better off with all the homeless people on the sidewalk
and a do-rag.
in a do-rag. But no,
Do-rags are tough.
no, it's not. I don't want to portray the picture that like, because obviously violent video games don't cause violence. We know
No,
that.
no.
It's
Right,
just
but
no. It's what it is.
when your brain is-
when you're developing like that, it desensitizes you to
When you have a poo
you,
brain.
you become comfortable with it.
But here's
And
the
if you're
thing.
comfortable with it, you're not
You're
more likely to do it.
telekinetically
But
pick
if
someone
it
up.
happens, you're not going to, immediately have that like, oh, this is wrong kind of.
Yeah,
Right.
but
sense
here's the
going
thing.
on, because
At-
you're
at-
used to it.
At 21 years of age myself, if I saw something like Mortal Kombat being extremely violent, that's not going to like even if I was completely desensitized to it, that isn't going to affect me in the way that it would affect like a 5 or 6-year-old or 7-year-old watching something
Right.
that violent.
If I was 6, that would probably scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, like you would-
Actually,
like-
I don't know, because sometimes
Yes,
I
it
think
would. Don't
no,
even.
yeah, but like,
Like,
I
when
do.
you remember
when
you were 5, James?
When I saw Gears of War for the first time, that was disturbing.
No, listen,
Like,
but there's
that's
another
slightly
side. There's like two sides of this. Like, think about it. This is gonna sound weird, but like Mortal Kombat's violence is so over the top and almost like B-movie-esque, where it's like blood and things just flying everywhere.
But
like,
at 5
super
and
over the
6
top.
years old, you are not gonna know.
But at the same, dude, I remember being a little kid and watching like really screwed up horror movies with my parents. Like Hellraiser, stuff like that. Like seeing that when you're a little kid, and like I never.
I've never
like,
seen the movie, so I don't know what's in it.
Okay,
but I
well,
mean, you're screwed up. So
That's a good point. I do. Yeah.
like, you're not a good example because you're messed up.
Well, I don't know what you were gonna say there. You had some on the tip of your tongue.
I did.
And then it went away.
Because I ripped it out.
It went away because I
Give me
ripped your
your tongue.
intestines out.
But no,
Yeah,
so
no, like-
it's different in that sense. Like I think it would have been way worse. And I'm sure the kid probably already had it by now. Like if she went in there and she was just like, I want to buy my child Grand Theft Auto 5. Like I think that's way worse than getting him Mortal Kombat X. Because
I do too,
Grand Theft
because-
Auto 5 is realistic violence. Not obviously the game isn't realistic, but you know what I mean. Like it's a dude walking down a sidewalk mowing down pedestrians
shooting,
with an
yeah,
assault
yeah,
rifle,
yeah.
as
Yeah.
opposed to a ninja who can freeze you and then rip off your head with his bare hands.
There-
Like, that
hey,
can't-
there's
Well,
doesn't
would you
happen.
get your 6-year-old Mortal
No.
Kombat?
No.
No.
Yeah.
Personally, well, no. I personally,
there's-
I wouldn't start buying my child
A
M-rated
game
games
system.
until they were like maybe 15, 16 years old.
Well,
maybe
okay,
14,
I played
like
Halo when I was
like maybe when they no, that's different.
Okay,
because
yeah,
Halo
that is a different
Halo
M-rated
is M-rated in a way that I don't get why it's M-rated. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Halo's really not that bad.
There's some much better alternatives to Mortal Kombat X to get your kid.
Yeah, like DOA.
Like yeah, like
No,
They are not like that.
DOA.
like-
There are fun games that
like-
aren't ripping people's intestines
literally any other fighter, because any other fight
Street Fighter,
Mortal
Virtual
Kombat,
Fighter.
Mortal Kombat's
Get
the
them
only,
Dragon Ball Z.
Mortal
Dragon Ball
Kombat's
Z.
the only
We
fighter,
played that as kids.
Yeah, we did.
Mortal Kombat's the only big fighter where it's like violence, you know, like
Yeah.
Because man, when I
I
was
feel
a
like
kid,
that's such a big draw to that game. Like they're like, I don't even care how this plays.
Yeah.
But look at those.
without a doubt,
kills, like-
because honestly,
That's the only reason I wanna play it.
I don't even think Mortal Kombat's that good of a fighter. It's just like wow,
Okay.
look at the cool, fatalities and
Just
stuff.
watching a
you know?
movie. I'm just
Yeah,
get
but
the
I mean
order.
that's the only reason I want to play it, just because I want to see all the fatalities.
What's
Go on,
$60
go
for
on YouTube-
fatality?
Go on
you can
YouTube
go-
and watch all the fatalities.
I will never buy it. I'm just like
Okay.
I'm saying, like there's not. I don't want it that bad to actually buy it, but I'm just saying that is the only reason why I want to play it.
I think it's safe to say that hype sells games more than the gameplay does. It's like,
It'll
they're like,
sometimes.
oh my gosh,
Sometimes.
did you see this guy getting killed? And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna pay $60.
Definitely sometimes. I don't know, man. But yeah, I feel like that's I don't know. I don't feel like Mortal Kombat's as bad as buying your child other games, but you should not.
You
buy
should
other
not.
child
Yeah,
other.
you shouldn't. do
Yeah.
it anyway.
Like-
Well, I think also like within like GTA and even like DOA, like to me personally, I feel like exposing your child to like all the sexual stuff like that or violence, I would much like if you had to pick one, I'd much rather expose them to the violence than all that. Like you know
you
what
got
I'm saying?
You got
Like,
both in GTA.
but yeah, like you have both. Like GTA doesn't hold anything back,
No.
like first person mode and whatnot.
Literally
and all,
nothing.
like so. Yeah,
Literally
so I mean,
Literally.
like I would definitely, I'd rather the other thing, but like I wouldn't buy my kid Mortal Kombat either until he was old enough.
I don't know. I think
When did you guys first have your game? When did you guys start playing games first?
like
Curious.
gaming period,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
As,
I was
like,
playing on a PC as
like
a kid.
literally when I was probably like
Two or
two or
three.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
the-
I had-
what kind of game was it?
I had the original Nintendo. I had Sega Genesis. Like those were the two that I started with, and then like we had the Nintendo first, and we got a Sega, and then my mom got us the PlayStation 1 like the day it came out. So and then we got all of the successive Sony consoles. We got N64 and
I had Nintendo 64. That was my first console, and I probably had that when I was like 10. So
Wow.
yeah, I started
little
playing
bit, yeah.
like M-rated games. I remember I accidentally got an M-rated game for PlayStation 1. Like my mom got us a PlayStation 1 game that said T on the case, but it was a misprinted book, and it was
Huh.
actually an M-rated game.
What was
we
it?
found out later. It was called Machine Hunter. It was this top-down
Never heard of it.
shooter kind of thing. Like it was one of those like kind of dungeon crawly shooters. You know what I mean?
Like
but
the
it was
Hunter,
top-down.
the
I don't
Hunter,
know.
the Reckoning.
I don't know.
On the
A
original
top-down
Xbox,
is
that
really
game was
nice.
amazing.
No, I mean, if you want to look it up right now, it's called Machine Hunter. But it was when we started playing it, it was so obviously M-rated. Like
did-
there was
Just, like,
this
bloody
one,
and-
there was this one level
The
where
pixels that are
you're
going
going
all
through a
over the place.
hospital,
Uh-huh.
and you have some of the enemies you fight are literally patients who are missing their legs, crawling at you with their spine hanging out of their back, just with blood trails like behind them.
Like a
And
zombie.
That's an enemy that you have to fight, and they like explode into chunks of blood when you kill them. Like yes. Yeah, like that's what the game looked like. It was
Looks
literally
like
you
Doom
you
from
literally
on
walk
top.
around. Yeah, it was kind of Doom-esque, but like top down. Yeah,
Top down Doom.
yeah, kind of. It was a fun game. I enjoyed it a lot as a kid. I don't know if it's any good now. I don't know how it holds up.
I mean, yo, I started on the PC. I started gaming on PC like back when I was like 3 because my dad did. He would this is crazy. This is a lot of nostalgia here. He would take he'd take the VGA wires and all that other stuff, hook them from the computer to the TV, and my sister and I would watch
TV.
my dad play Tomb Raider 1
Oh, wow.
on that TV. And then like I started playing Star Trek Voyager, which if you ever have the
I think I've
opportunity
seen
to
it's
play
a
that
first-person
game,
shooter, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you ever have the opportunity, that was one of the greatest games.
I think you
in
showed me a
history.
video of it.
I loved that game.
Graphics weren't too
so
bad.
much.
For,
No, back when it first came out,
it wasn't too bad.
I
it
don't
was
know,
not
man.
bad at all.
Parents are weird though.
I think it was Voyager. I don't remember
I
the.
remember when we had our PlayStation 1, my mom went out and
Elite Force.
My mom went out and bought this game. It was called D, just the letter D. And it was like very Silent Hills-esque. It was like a horror game. and it was really screwed up. Like, I remember the opening scene was just like, it was this cut scene with like a hospital hallway that was dark, and there was like torn apart people everywhere. And then like it was I don't remember what the hell the game was about, but you went to like this mansion castle thing and you had to solve some kind of mystery. But it was really disturbing. Like everything in the game was really creepy and disturbing. And I remember we would play that. Like I was like probably 3 or 4 or 5, whatever, I don't know. And we would play that like in the dark, like in our rooms, like with our moms. And then. Shut up. But then like later on down the road, I remember as I started getting more into gaming, like I remember when we had Call of Duty 2 or like, you know, any game like that, my mom would always come in the room and she'd be like, "Are you guys shooting people in those games? Are you shooting people?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Mom, they're Nazis. They're not people. They're Nazis."
No, I
It's
definitely
kind of
remember
different
the
when you're
days of
shooting
that.
zombies and.
Yeah, but I was like,
They're Nazis. They're bad people.
but
Mom.
now that I think about it, I'm like, she was letting us, like, she was playing those games with us where like crazy disturbing things are happening, like the horror games.
Yeah.
But as soon as it turns into like a kind of realistic depiction of violence, it turns into, which I get in a sense.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was just like
My
I
first
don't know.
horror game was Dead Space. That
Really?
was-
Really?
Yeah, I'm late.
Yeah.
I remember back in 2004, this game came out for the original Xbox called The Suffering.
Oh yeah,
And
I remember this
it
one.
was absolutely terrifying. They cursed a lot in it. So I asked my
That is
dad.
terrifying. Cursing is terrifying.
No, well, no, I'm 10 years. I was 10 years old. So
Ass.
no, stop it. So, but it was a horror game. It was a horror game, and it was terrifying.
No, I know.
So I asked my dad. I was like, "Dad, I want to play this game. But it's rated M." He's like, "All right, I'm gonna play it first, and then I'll let you know if you can play it." Because we did that with Max Payne. He wouldn't let me play Max Payne because right in the beginning you see his
There's
wife and child get shot.
Max Payne's pretty weird.
Yeah.
There's a part of Max Payne where he's having a hallucination and you have to walk on this. It's like literally just a void, like black, and there's a path that's just covered in blood, and you just hear your baby crying, like the main character's baby crying, as you try to navigate this path of, I'm guessing, your baby's blood or whatever it is. Because the
was
whole
wicked.
It was
yeah,
like
the
a
whole-
trail, but
the
it's
whole-
also like a bridge.
yeah,
like a trail of
yeah,
blood.
like
Okay.
the whole game is just like this weird thing about his like family.
It's like a revenge story.
it's
But
pretty brutal.
So I was like, "Dad, can I play The Suffering?" He's like, "All right, I'm gonna play it first." So he plays it, and then comes to the verdict where he's like, "No, you cannot play this game." And I was like, "Come on, Dad, I want to play it." And he's like, "No, you can't." So, but he left the demo disc that we had, just like with the other things. So this one day, I was feeling all rebel-esque, and I was like, "I want to play this game." So I felt really bad about doing it though. Like as I'm putting in the disc, I'm like, I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing this. So I turned down the volume all the way, and so I couldn't hear any of the cursing. And it was terrible because I actually got scared and started screaming. Because something popped out and I screamed and they ran down and my dad's like, "You're not supposed to be playing this game." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I turned down the volume."
Yeah, I don't know. I remember my dad when I was. You remember when Pizza Hut used to give you those demos?
Pizza
I
Hut?
got 'em from
Pizza
a
Hut gave you
magazine.
demos?
Oh no, Pizza Hut used to give you game demos like way back.
I think
They
I do
were
remember this.
Then I
PlayStation
hid him
1
in the pizza.
They were PlayStation 1 game demos that they would give you, and they were the disc, and they had like swirly, like it was like colors
Pizza.
on them, and they would have all these
Pepperoni.
different demos on them. And I remember the one demo was for this game called Sledstorm. It was a snowmobile racing game for PlayStation 1.
Those were always fun in the arcade. I
Yeah,
remember
but
snowmobile
it was
racing.
that's what it was, and I remember we were playing it, like we were playing the demo, and the soundtrack had Dragula by Rob Zombie on it, you know, and it came
like
on.
a lot of F
and-
words?
No,
I don't know. I've never listened to. I've never
never
once
heard
listened. I've heard Rob Zombie once, and that was on the Matrix.
Okay, well, no, there's not like it's not like a vulgar song or anything, but like. My dad just comes in and he's like, "Is that Rob Zombie?" And I was like, "I don't know that. I think so." And he's like, "You can't play this game.
I don't know,
He's
Dad."
the devil." And
Yes!
I was like, "What?"
That's amazing.
It's like, what are you talking about? And then as time went on, it was funny because I just started getting my dad into all the crazy metal that I like, you know, like all the
Like Black Veil Brides.
yeah,
and
like Black Veil Brides and like Attack and Attack,
Attack and Attack?
Like Attila?
Instructors,
and
Structures.
Attila.
Attila. These are all death metal bands
Death metal.
with
Death.
death. I
They all went on tour with Death.
sometimes
They
go to
did.
shows
They did.
and get bumped and cry.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm tough. Don't screw with me. Kill your family.
All right, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for listening to this this little podcast that we got going.
And,
if you like what we're doing, please subscribe.
Tell us some of your HD remakes you want.
Tell us what you'd like us to talk about, because
we want to cater to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, all three of you.
No, whatever. just okay. Bye.